French designer Pierre Cardin dies aged 98. Legendary French fashion designer Pierre Cardin has died at the age of 98. Cardin was credited with helping revolutionize fashion with his futuristic designs in the 1960s and 70s. He was also a pioneer in business, licensing his name to be used on a range of products such as sunglasses. He died in hospital in Neuilly, near Paris, his family told the AFP news agency. Fashion designer Pierre Cardin was a supreme innovator. For 70 years, he ripped up convention and captured the zeitgeist. His thirst for the new and surprising was never satisfied. He will be remembered for his futuristic designs. Some were inspired by the space age, some were even impossible to wear. He carved his own way through the fashion industry. Parisian haute couture had always been exclusive. Its high priests believed it should be high-end, individually tailored and eye-wateringly expensive. Cardin broke the mold. He launched ready-to-wear collections, bringing high fashion to the middle classes. His designer peers were aghast and threw him out of their club. In the 1950s, men wore traditional suits which made the young look like their fathers. Cardin threw out the boxy jackets and stiff white shirts, creating a revolutionary look for a new, progressive generation. Gone were the bulky details: collars, lapels, tails and cuffs. Trousers were tapered and hung loosely on the hips. In an instant, young men had their own identity: smart, sleek and nothing like their dads. The Beatles, amongst others, were quick to recognize Cardin as one step ahead of tomorrow. He expanded into ladies' couture, restaurants, perfume and furniture. He established global licensing agreements that put his name on everything from ballpoint pens to fancy watches. It brought fashion down from Olympus and gave it to the masses. By 2018, the man who had once been the youngest designer in Paris had become the oldest. But even in his 90s, Pierre Cardin was still putting models on catwalks, seeking new ways to capture the future before it exists. The clothes that I prefer are those I invent for a life that doesn't exist yet. The world of tomorrow, he said. One of 9 siblings, his family escaped fascism, fleeing to France in 1924, and the film details his first steps in fashion, starting out at the House of Paquin, then working for Christian Dior and Schiaparelli, and his circle of artists, including Jean Cocteau, Christian Berard, Pierpaolo Pasolini and Luciano Visconti. I was handsome. Everyone wanted to sleep with me, Cardin says in the film, which had the audience laughing out loud. When he branched out on his own, Dior sent him 144 roses, and his first red, pleated coat sold 200,000 pieces in the US. 2 tidbits from those early days. Cardin's relationship with actress Jeanne Moreau and his protégé André Oliver are also explored. People may associate him with glamour, but here's a hard-working man, one who had and has a vision of the future, said Ebersole. To be sure, Cardin, who still works every day, says in the film that work is what makes him happy. It is my reason for being, he said Friday. News taken from BBC and wwd.com. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.